This is Joshua of JTH Boxing. Today I'm joined by MyKyle Ahmed. MyKyle, first of all, how are we doing today, my friend?
I'm alright, how about yourself?
Not doing too bad at all. Obviously, we'll get straight into things. You just mentioned to me off camera that you're getting your pro career underway very soon. How excited are you, first of all, to be turning professional?
I'm very excited, it's because I've been amateur for quite a few years, so now it's just another step on the journey.
So talk about your amateur career. So, what achievements did you have in your amateur career that hopefully will put you in good stead going into your professional journey?
I was a 6-time national champion, I won the Tri-Nations, I boxed for England, and yeah, not too bad to be honest.
Obviously, looking at your pro career now, so you're here training at Steel City Gym. Obviously, what I was saying off camera again, a lot of people here, there's a lot of people at all sorts of different levels. You know, you've got Sonny Edwards, who's a former world champion, possibly 2-time world champion later this year. You've got Dalton Smith, who's about to fight Jose Cepeda. That's a world level fight. You've got people like Junaid Boston, who's one of the biggest prospects in the UK. I'm not trying to miss anyone off. There's a lot of people here to get experience off, and also experienced coaches as well. What is it all like training here?
It's a very good experience for me, especially at this early in my career. Do you know what it is? Because Sonny's a world champion, and me and Sonny are both same weights, so I could see the level what he's at and stuff. And Dalton, I like watching Dalton, especially sparring and everything. He's a very good fighter, and yeah, it's a different experience.
And what do you take away? So you mentioned you're obviously at the same weight as Sonny. Obviously, seeing someone like him, he's almost a one-of-a-kind fighter. You know, he's so hard to hit. He looked unbeatable in most of his fights. Obviously, the last one, while it wasn't the desired result, we did see another level of Sonny. We saw that he's got that grit to bite down his gum shield and really try fight when times are getting tough. He doesn't back down. What is it like having someone like Sonny? Obviously, not just in the gym, but obviously your weight. So he's almost the perfect person to have around you, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. He's like he's got the pathway to become a world champion. Like he's done it, and he'll do it again. And I'm privileged to have someone like him around me as well.
Obviously, just working here in itself, what is the day-to-day work like here? Is it just, you know, you come in every day, same old, just getting the job done, making sure you're in fight shape and ready for your professional debut?
No, it's totally different. It's like every day is different. We work on different stuff. Some days we do a hard circuit, some days we work on technical stuff. Every day is different here, so it's good.
If we were to put, not necessarily a timestamp, if you were to have like a little map, not map, but like a little timeline, when would you like to make your pro debut, and how active would you like to be in this first year of your pro career?
I want to be kind of active. I want to have at least about 4 fights. Hopefully, I think April, that's when I'll have my debut. So we'll see after Ramadan, hopefully.
Obviously, will the plan be, obviously, you mentioned obviously with the amateur achievements, will you just start off on the 4 rounds and build your way into it, or are you trying to, not actually fast track, but get yourself to the level that you believe you're at as soon as possible?
I know what level I'm at, I just need to prove it now. I feel like if it was up to me, I'll do a 6-rounder for my debut, but obviously you've got to work your way up to that. So I think first fight 4 round, but then after that I want to do 6.
Obviously, I also want to quickly turn the attention away and talk about a few other things going on in the world of boxing. Obviously, this time last week we got the news that Fury Usyk is unfortunately postponed due to a cut from Fury's side. But with Saudi Arabia and Turkey Al Sheikh, he does not mess around. He's already got the rescheduled date, May 18th. How do you see that fight playing out? It's a fight that boxing fans have been calling out for so long, and we were so close to getting it. But once it does come round in May, how do you see it playing out?
It's a 50-50 fight. That I feel like Usyk's very skillful. He's got the skills to beat Fury, but Fury on the dance a lot bigger. I don't know, it's a 50-50, I can't split in the middle.
Obviously Fury was in the shape of his life as well, and that only makes it harder to split as well, because a lot of people were saying it all comes down on how Fury comes in, and in the pitch that he posted when the fight got called off, he looked in serious shape, he looked in the shape of his life. Obviously Usyk was no doubt going to be in the shape of his life, but it is just one of those fights that you really cannot call, is it?
No, 100%. It's like they both got good accolades. They're both undefeated as well, so you can't take nothing from both of them. And I feel like once they get into the ring, and then you'll know who's the man.
Obviously, I know you're not a heavyweight or anything like that, but obviously, you know, just seeing all these big fights and everything, obviously, for you to just turning over now, it's always interesting, especially with this almost new era of boxing coming around. You know, Turkey Al Sheikh seems to be on the takeover. All these big fights been calling for seem to be getting made. Is that only exciting for you to see? Obviously, originally people thinking, I'll be here for a couple of fights, but it's seeming like it's here to stay. Is that exciting for yourself to see?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like, especially in Saudi, they are putting the fights on that the fight fans want to see, because I'm a boxing fight fan. Like, I'm a boxing fan, if you know what I mean. And I like to see these fights. Like, I want to see Gervonta versus Devin Haney, and you want to see these fights. Like, normally you won't see the fights, but hopefully it gets done.
Obviously, the only downside is obviously these fights. A lot of people want to see them in the UK, but some of these fights just simply only Saudi can afford them. I think the best example of it is probably when we look at the card we saw in December, the Day of Reckoning card where it had AJ and Wilder on the same card. One of those cards simply cannot be done in the UK. Do you feel like that could leave a gap in the UK market possibly for some more of the small hall promoters? Someone like GBM, who we've got show tonight, they seem to be on their way up. Do you feel like it can leave a gap for these smaller promoters to push into?
100%. I feel like because if all the big fights are abroad, there is a gap in the UK market and stuff, and I feel like the promoters should exploit that and do what they need to do, if you know what I mean.
And finally, just I want you to give a message to all the people out there watching about what they can expect from you. Obviously you've already spoke about your amateur accolades. What can they expect from MyKyle Ahmed on his professional debut?
I'm an exciting fighter. I don't like to say too much. I'd rather prove myself and stuff and let everyone make their assumptions about me and stuff, and we'll see.
MyKyle, I like it a lot. Thank you very much for your time, and I cannot wait to see this journey unfold. Thank you. Thank you. Nice one.